hope your answer was yes, because that's what we're doing now. Okay. Sometimes you can get it with just one roll, but you know, it's fine. 2 rolls fits right on in there. If you start it properly, you just have to start it properly. Get that wire nut situated. Trying to keep my grubby hands off the wall. Wow. See, this box is giving me fits. It's already pushing into the wall slightly because this hole was the existing hole, remember? So I got to loosen this up, pull it back out, get that tab back up over the sheetrock there, and lift this up a little bit. With me doing all that finagling and stuff, it pushed down in here, and I had to press that in there, some extra effort to get that all in there, right? Yeah, box is getting full. I think I got enough room. Presto, spaghetti-o. You see, I got that on the outside now because I just loosened up the screw. That loosened up the flap. I pulled it out, lifted it up. See, I've got barely enough room over that, and I raised this up because it was pushed down too far. That's why when you cut in your own, you don't want to cut your opening this big, okay? You saw I didn't cut that opening. That was that old box location. Alright? We're about ready to put this plug in, but before I do that, obviously, this was the one that I took off. Remember I cut the wires? I'll loosen up all these screws, get this all set up to go. Okay, I got this all set. Now this time, because I've got a lot of these wires are pretty full up towards the top. Instead of leaving the top screw loose, I'm going to leave the bottom screw loose of the silver, which is the white, the neutral wire. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, the bottom screw, but I'm going to tighten up the top screw. I don't want that hitting anything there. And that'll kind of give me just a little bit more room here, I think. Okay, are we ready to put this in now? I hope you didn't say yes, because you're wrong. Remember, we got to take these tabs off. Up here, and these tabs down here, because this is the cut-in box, remember? This little area here is going to fit right on in that little gap. Alright, so take these tabs off now. The easiest way to do that, there's a little score mark there. And I wouldn't advise just taking your pliers and trying to bend that, because sometimes you bend beyond the score. I take my wire cutters and I score that just a little more. And if you're strong, and if you got sharp ones, you could snap that off, but I'm not. And so you can just mark that. Okay? Then grab it just above the mark and twist on it. Pops right off. Okay? Do that on the other ends now. See, that's all you need. That's for a cut-in box. That's what it's going to look like for the cut-in box. For a regular box over sheetrock, you leave those tabs on, because then that gives you more room to grab onto the sheetrock. You know what I mean? Now if you forget to do that until after you get the wires attached, you can do it with it sticking out this far. It's just easier if you remember now. No biggie. Okay. Oh, we're almost ready to hook this up, but we got to strip these wires back, remember? I'm going to make those back, what, about 1 inch or so. I got my tape right here. Let's just measure it. I only got 3/4. And see, I want to do that because I want the end of the curly Q to come out far enough so I can grab it nice and easy beyond this black area here. Do you see? So that's why I have to strip back so far. It's just easier to do it that way. Wow, I might have done that one too much. 1 1/16. Probably fine. Is there a rule that says it has to be an inch? No. Just an arbitration I'm telling you. Okay? Alright. Well, here's the fun part. Getting them in here. What is it? 3/16 or so. Or maybe a hair more, and roll it up. Pull it out. The same thing on the white one. 3/16 or so. Roll it up. Pull it out. You can kind of twist it and look at it, and if you think it needs to be a tighter curve, you can do that. See, just made that tighter. Now that might be a little bit too much, so back that off just a hair, like that. I'm going to take the ground wire and do the same thing. Okay, that's what I want so far.